After watching that presidential debate, a lot of U.S. residents might be considering other options. So today, we're going to look at how to move to Canada legally with a business investment and enjoy all the benefits Canada has to offer, including good old free healthcare. So first off, why move to Canada to begin with? Not one Canadian bank has ever failed, and our banks have been voted some of the most stable on the planet. Real estate is very reasonable in many places throughout Canada. Check out this mansion in Quebec. You've got your own beautiful acreage, an indoor swimming pool. All of this beauty is available for $499,000 Canadian. That's about $374,000 US at the current exchange rate. It's also quite laid back in Canada, as many people throughout the world know. And here's our most recent demic map versus the USA, 150,000 cases versus 7.4 million. Now listen to this. Shouldn't we have a citizen swap system? Canadians who love Trump, and there's a lot of them, the conservatives, they could trade places with U.S. liberals, one for one, swap between countries. So people who dislike the liberals move to the USA. People who hate Trump, they just swap with somebody in Canada. And we match everyone's social status. So we'd switch one doctor for one U.S. doctor for Canadian doctor, waiter for waiter. Think of how many happy people would be in the environments that they want to be in. Now, unfortunately, we don't have that program, but we do have something called the Provincial Nomination Program, also known as the PNP. And underneath the PNP are various streams, as they are called. There's over 100 different streams, including skilled worker options. And these include options for carpenters, welders, plumbers, lawyers, all sorts of different occupations. We also have semi-skilled immigration pilot programs for truck drivers and childcare experts and others. Today, we're going to look at the investment stream option. And what this is, it's a program that allows people, not just from the U.S., actually any country around the world, to move to Canada and become a full-time resident just by buying or starting a business. So basically, buy a business, welcome to Canada. So we have 10 provinces here in Canada, similar to the states in the USA. Each province has its own requirements to qualify for this program. So unlike the E2 visa in the USA, as I mentioned, any resident, any country are eligible to apply, of course, provided that you meet the minimum requirements. Also, unlike the E2 program, which is a temporary investment visa, the PNP program can lead to you becoming a full Canadian citizen. And with that comes all the benefits, including good old universal health care, which you might need because you'll be freezing most of the time. So most important question, how much do you need to invest to qualify for the Canadian investor visa stream? Well, every province has a different investment amount. For example, British Columbia, way over on the west coast, you're going to need a minimum of $200,000 Canadian. That's about $150,000 to $160,000 US, depending on the exchange rate at the time. You'll need a minimum net worth of $600,000 Canadian. That's all your assets minus your liabilities. And you'll need to have at least 3 years experience as a business owner or 4 as a senior manager. And you must create at least 1 job or 3 jobs if you have a manager in place. Most provinces do have minimum language proficiency requirements, so you'll need to pass the English or French test before you get approved to apply. Newfoundland, they require at least a high school diploma or equivalent. Now, the lowest investment amount throughout all of Canada, that's currently in Nova Scotia at $150,000 Canadian, which is about $120,000 US. But you still do need to have a net worth of $600,000 Canadian. Now, Ontario, the most populous province where both Toronto and Ottawa are located, you're going to need to invest $600,000 directly in the GTA, $200,000 outside of the GTA, or $200,000 in ICT or digital communications businesses anywhere. So it's a lower amount for those tech type businesses. Your net worth has to be $800,000 in the GTA, $400,000 outside the GTA. And GTA, for those of you who don't know, is the Greater Toronto Area. Now, there's many businesses that don't qualify. You have to be careful. Gas stations, scrap metal, pawnbrokers, laundromats, bed and breakfasts. Full list is over on our PNP page. I'll post that link at the end of the video and above. So once you apply, how long does it take to get your approval? So first, you need to receive your nomination by submitting an expression of interest to the province in which you would like to begin your application. Now, once you're approved, then you can begin the formal process. Now, the approval can take anywhere from 8 to 18 months. There is an express approval that's available. Can take as little as 6 months, but due to the situation right now, it may take a little bit longer. But once you're approved, you are a full-on Canadian. You're going to drink milk in bags. You'll put maple syrup on everything you eat. You'll never worry about pennies again because we don't have them. You're going to have as many ketchup, potato chips as you desire. You'll have to refer to the letter Z as Zed, and you're going to have to be super duper polite at all times. Oh, and this is going to be your prime minister, for better or worse. And yes, franchise businesses in many cases are eligible for the Canadian PNP. Link is above for details, or you can visit us at franchise.city and select immigration from the menu. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe,